you were born on an Army base in Eatontown, New Jersey, to an African-American World War II veteran and a German mother. Describe your childhood.
Well, we moved around a little bit, obviously, being a war brat, as we called ourselves back in those days. My mom was from Stuttgart. He came over to America with my mom. I was born in New Jersey, as you said, and stayed there for about 2 years and then left and went back to Germany. And my sister was born in Germany, and then basically we originated in California. Got out on the West Coast. I was about 5 years old. Father at that point was about to retire. Mom found a job, and we lived in a little community called Seaside, right on the Monterey Peninsula, and that's kind of where I grew up. My father was my hero. There's no doubt about it. My parents were my role models. Their work ethic, the way they viewed the world, about opportunity, and I think they both, in the era they grew up in, you know, being a German war bride, obviously, marrying a man of color back in the 50s, that didn't go over very well.
Right.
And you can understand the ridicule that my mom went through, as well as my dad. There was a reason they shipped us to California. It wasn't because there was a base there. It was the fact that we couldn't go to the South because he married a German war bride. And at that point, you're talking about a guy who fought in the Korean War and World War II. The marriage would be non void if he went south, so we had to go west. They did not finish high school. They wanted their kids to grow up and get an education. They had great work ethic. It was always about work. You know, do what you do. You know, you sign on to do something, make sure you finish it when you do it, because our name is attached to it.
Right.
That was very important.
And you went on to achieve a degree from San Diego University in criminal justice.
Yeah. I had these wild ambitions of being an FBI guy.
Okay.
I really did, and like I was compelled to be a football player. I mean, that was my niche. That was my purpose. Obviously, it worked out for me. I never used my degree, but I have it hanging on the wall.
But you have achieved so many accolades, from NFL player to NFL coach. Now, you know, coaching as the first African American here at ASU, as the head football coach. What does that distinction mean to you?
Well, it's one that it's kind of interesting, because I think in every job that I've taken, I've been the first.
Yeah.
So it's almost surprising, especially it's 2019. You would hope we would be past that, but we're not. But I think more avenues are opening up in all types of fields and in everything we do. I think America is a melting pot. It's about opportunity.
You're so much more than a coach. What is it at the end of the day that you want to provide these student athletes?
Well, knowledge. And when they look at me as their, quote, leader, a man of integrity, I truly believe that. That a man they can trust, a man they can look at and go, this guy is, you know, it's full circle with him. Mm-hmm. His words, his life, they kind of match up. I want him to look at me not as a coach, but as a father.
And you are.
What kind of father is this guy? You know, what kind of husband is he? You know, I'm always in that position of, how can I help these guys get better? Because if I don't help them get better as men, then I failed them. They're going to be good football players, but if they become better men, all of it becomes, now you're part of their life. Now you're part of their legacy. I would hate for a player to leave under my watch and say, yeah, he was a good football coach, but he really didn't teach me a whole lot about being a man. Shame on me if I didn't do that, because that's part of it as well.